Hey guys, so this video is a little bit different, but in today's video, I want to talk about how you guys can be instantly more attractive. I think that most people think attractiveness is just physical attractiveness. Well, yes, that is true. It's just a portion. And the good thing is that there's actually a lot of things you guys can do to look physically better. And I'll show you guys what those things are throughout this video. Beyond that though, it's also a ton of other things, right? It's your personality, the way you carry yourself. It's the way you make other people feel. It's your success. And yeah, there's a bunch of different tweaks you guys can do literally right now to make yourself more attractive. So let's get started. So we'll start basic, but get more and more complex with the tweaks that we're doing. But the first thing you guys can do literally right now is just to smile more. You guys probably already know this, but people always look better when they smile. And studies show that if you want to be more likable and more approachable, then the easiest thing you guys can do is literally just put on a smile more. You know, basically making yourself smile makes you think of things that make you smile, which puts you in a better mood. All these different things, they sort of add together. And yeah, not only does it physically look better on people, it also makes you have a better personality. I know this is sort of unrelated to actually smiling, but make sure you guys are taking care of your oral health since that is super important, right? So I'm in my bathroom right now. I use an electric toothbrush every single day. I brush for at least 90 to 120 seconds every single time I brush my teeth, which is 2 times per day. I use mouthwash, and then I also use a tongue scraper. If you guys aren't using a tongue scraper right now, trust me, try it out. This thing costs like $2 or $3, and it's instantly gonna make you have a better breath. So take a second right now, smile, and let's move on to the next point. So number 2 is self-confidence. And this is just the game that's inside your head. Basically, the higher self-confidence you have, the higher self-esteem you have, the better you're gonna do in life. Studies literally show this. People with high self-confidence, they also tend to be happier with their jobs and their job performance. And yeah, this is definitely something that I've struggled with a lot in my personal life. I grew up really shy without any self-confidence. I always thought other people were better than me. And I really do think that those insecurities had a big negative impact on me growing up. Of course, yes, we can take those insecurities and turn them into positive things. We'll talk more about that later on in this video. But man, self-confidence, it's so attractive to other people. Of course, it's easier said than done, but there are some things you guys can do literally right now. The first is to actually do what you say you're gonna do. So if you say you're gonna go to the gym and you actually go to the gym, that builds your confidence because you're like, okay, I want to do that. I actually did it, go me. The second is where you actually get your confidence from, right? So are you getting it from outside, from other people, or are you getting it from yourself? So one thing I've been doing over the last couple of years is I go to individual therapy. I work on my self-confidence, and I try and really get it from me, myself, not from other people. I used to be very, very driven by the opinions and thoughts of other people. Right now, I care a lot less about it. I'm not fully immune to it, but if you guys can find it from yourself, guys, it's such a big cheat code. It really, really helps make you feel better. And so yeah, don't rely on other people for your self-confidence. Rely on yourself. 3 is your looks, so that basically relates to taking care of your body, making sure your skin is good, making sure you're eating the right things, and we'll talk about that later on in this video. There are also a lot of books you guys can read to get more confident. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but we'll put them on the screen right now. These are books that have really helped me. And guys, really just do more, be proud of what you do, feel good about yourself, and that's instantly gonna come across and make yourself way more attractive. Next is you wanna make people laugh more, right? Don't take yourself too seriously, be humorous, poke fun at things, and don't take life that seriously. Now, I'm not the most funny guy in the world, far from it, but I do understand that when you make other people laugh, it makes them feel a lot closer to you. It makes you more interesting. And as a result, you come across as just, more desirable to be around. When I say make other people laugh, I'm not saying go and memorize like 50 different jokes and just tell those jokes, right? That would be super uninspiring. That would be the exact opposite of what you'd want to do. Instead, find the humor in things, know when it's appropriate to inject humor into your everyday interactions, and stop being a negative Nancy, right? I cannot stand people that are negative all the time. It just really rubs me the wrong way. I absolutely hate it. And if someone's like a perfect 10 on the attractiveness scale, but they're always negative, then that instantly is gonna bring them down to like a 2 or 3. Being able to make other people laugh also really shows your intelligence. It means you're able to read the room, you're able to take different things into context. And yeah, this is such an important trait that I think everyone should get better at, or at least try to do more in their lives. Again, you don't need to be a professional comedian to hit this point. You just need to not take things too seriously. You need to be fun. And most importantly, you need to be not negative. Okay, so the next thing we're talking about is your skin. And your skin, you guys, it is so important. It's the largest organ on your body. And if you're not taking care of your skin, you are prematurely aging yourself. You're severely limiting your physical attractiveness. And that's going to affect your confidence and a bunch of other things. And the thing is that this is such an easy fix. So one of the things that I do every single morning, as well as once again later on the afternoon, is use sunscreen. For some reason, I think a lot of guys, they hate putting on sunscreen. We just don't like the texture that most traditional sunscreen sunscreens have, and I get that it does feel super icky, but there are so many other sunscreens out there, more specifically some of the Asian brands that I think feel way, way, way better. So yeah, I'm not gonna put on the normal sunscreens because it just feels super bad, but I will put on sunscreens like this one, Biore UV, as well as this one, I think it's called Nivea. These literally feel like you're putting on like a water-based thing on your face, and it doesn't feel sticky at all. Now, the reason why this is so important is because, especially in the US, for some reason, we associate being tan with health. I sort of get it. I do like how being tan looks, but the thing is that sun is super, super bad for your skin. And if you aren't wearing sunscreen, then your skin is prematurely aging. You have a higher chance of getting melanoma, and you're doing yourself a huge disservice. So please, if you guys get anything from this video, just use sunscreen every single day. Put it on your face, put it on your neck, reapply at least once during the day, and I guarantee you, your skin is gonna look young for a lot longer, and you have literally no reason not to use it. All right, so the next thing I want you guys to do is just give out more compliments. A couple of years ago, I read something that talked about the importance of complimenting other people, and ever since then, I've really tried to make a point to compliment at least 5 people per day. People absolutely love receiving compliments. I like receiving compliments myself, and it just really relates to being nice, right? People that give out compliments, as long as it's genuine, you're perceived to be way nicer, and it helps develop a bond with other people. Now, to practice this, since I know it can be a little bit uncomfortable, just stand in front of a mirror and compliment yourself. I know it sounds really strange, but it's gonna help you be able to identify things that you can give compliments about. And yeah, just be genuine with it. Don't overdo it. Don't say compliments that are super lame and generic. Rather focus on something that is more specific that that person was actually in control of, right? So rather than complimenting someone on their looks, which they were born with, compliment them on their work ethic, on something that they chose to wear, basically stuff like that. Try this out, try and make it a habit, and I guarantee you it's gonna help other people perceive you as more attractive. So the next thing I want you guys to do is to dress better. I don't mean spend thousands of dollars on designer clothes. That's actually probably gonna do the opposite. Dress with the trends, and most importantly, especially for the guys watching this video, make sure your shoes are clean. My girlfriend has really driven this point into my head, but having dirty shoes is such a big turnoff. It shows that you can't clean your possessions. And yeah, just such an easy thing to do every once in a while, cleaning your shoes, or if your shoes get too gross, just throw them out and get new ones. Not only does what you wear influence your attractiveness to other people, studies also show that it influences what people think of your competency and even your success, right? So even for people that don't like fashion like me, I dress really simple. Make sure what you wear, it's clean, make sure that it fits well, make sure it's not loud in all the wrong ways. And most importantly, I think just wear what you like, wear things that make you comfortable without it looking like you're just homeless. Everyone has different colors that they look better in, so figure out what those colors are for you. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this point, because I am definitely not a clothing expert. I don't dress well, I'm not into fashion, but I do understand that it's a very easy way to make myself look better. The next point is basically 2 things in one, but that is to show interest and also be agreeable. The best thing you guys can do when meeting other people is to actually be interested in what they're saying and themselves. So instead of just talking about yourself, ask them a lot of questions. Be genuinely interested in what they have to say. This has really helped me a lot because I'm not super extroverted. I'm not gonna be cracking jokes with people I meet for the first time, but something that I can do is just show genuine interest, ask them questions about themselves, and get them to talk. And beyond this, it's about being agreeable, right? Don't try and fight everything that comes your way. Agree with other people, truly listen to what other people say, and just because you don't agree with what someone is saying, it doesn't mean you need to always fight them on it. I've been agreeable all my life. I think it's really helped me out. And while yes, too much of this can sort of mean you don't have a backbone and you're closer to being a yes man than what you want to be, but I think overall it's a great quality to have. It makes you a lot more likable, and it's very likely going to increase your attractiveness. So the next thing you have to do is just hit the gym more. People with more muscular physiques are almost always perceived as more attractive, and I will say that this is more for short-term relationships, which is not, ideal, of course. But of course, looking good physically, it does help with your self-confidence. It helps with a lot of different things, and that's why I think this is so important. Studies also show that many signs of health, which can be improved or maintained through exercise, are universally attractive. So if you're not hitting the gym at least 3 times a week minimum, that means you're not taking your body or your health seriously. And yeah, this does take a big commitment, but I think it is so fun to go to the gym. It's been such a big part of my life. And yeah, I think that if I didn't physically hit the gym almost every single day for the last, 15, 20 years, then I wouldn't have been able to get signed with different agencies for modeling. I would just look more weak. And most importantly, I just don't think that I personally would feel as good about myself as I do right now. You don't need to look like a bodybuilder at all, but others do need to know that you value your health. Also for guys, the shoulder to waist ratio, it's really important. That's why I think shoulders are the most important muscle for looking conventionally attractive. A lot of people don't have their own shoulder day. They sort of combine it with chest, right? But I do think that it makes a lot of sense to have a dedicated shoulder day. So yeah, hit the gym more, you'll be instantly more attractive. The next one, I'll keep it super, super short, but you want to mimic what other people do. So studies show that people tend to like other people that mimic their behavior more. And this is fully subconscious. People don't realize it. But yeah, if someone crosses their arms, maybe cross your arms too. If they put their hands in their pocket, do that too. Just don't make it super obvious. Don't do this all the time. Just know that it's a really quick thing that you guys can do to increase your attractiveness. And then the last point, you guys, I sort of debated whether or not I wanted to put this in this video, but I do think it is important. And that is to just get more successful. Pursue your dreams, go after your goals, make them a reality. And in that process, in that journey, you will be perceived as more attractive and you'll build that inner self-confidence, which is so, so important. A lot of people think that failing in business or professional pursuits will really kill your self-confidence. But at least for me, I find that that is not true. I'm actually a lot more confident if I actually pursue something that I want to do, rather than do just what society tells me is right. So I've always gone sort of like a non-traditional path. I've never really had a 9-to-5 job besides 2 months while I was in college. I've always tried to pursue financial and professional success. And yeah, you can deny it all you want, but the nicer things you have, the more likely society is gonna say that you are attractive. Really, there's so many things we can do for attractiveness. This video covered a lot of different things, but there are so many other things you guys can be doing. Really, the important thing is that we are taking action every day to try and get better. We're trying to learn all the time. We're trying to be successful. We're trying to make new friends. Taking action towards all these good things in life, that's what makes you attractive. And so yes, we talked about a lot of quick things we can do, tweaks right now to make yourself more attractive, but it really is a long-term game. You can't just do these things for a little bit and expect that attractiveness to stay forever. Rather, every single day, we need to be doing the things we talked about in this video, as well as just bettering ourselves. And so yeah, this last point, I really want it to be more like just better yourself, work on your self-improvement, always be a student, learn new things. That to me is what real attractiveness is. I don't want friends that are only just good looking physically. I want them to be super well-rounded. I want them to be successful. I want them to go after things that they believe in, that they want to do. And yeah, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. I know I might have ranted quite a bit. This is not a video topic that I normally make videos about, but I think every single person watching this video, you can relate to this. So feel free to share it with a friend, someone that you think can get some value from it. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. On this channel, I do a ton of free content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. And everything you learn on this channel should help you become a little bit more attractive. All right, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.